Hey, young girl. We are back with a new episode this week. I want to start by saying thank you to who all have been watching, listening, sharing, commenting on the platform. We can be found on Instagram, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts. Search Hey Young Girl. And again, thank you. So today I want to talk about learning how to you know, embrace your level up. So, embracing your level up. I know a lot of times, I find that it has been kind of taught, to stay humble and, don't get a big head and, you know, don't celebrate yourself and all of this. But I encourage you today to celebrate your wins. You know why? Because there's a lot of times you're going to experience losses. So to celebrate yourself, even if it's small wins, encourages you to keep going. It, you know, shows you that you did complete the task that you set in front of you, right? A lot of people not going to clap for you, you know, and that can be discouraging, but you don't be one of the ones that aren't rooting for yourself, right? Don't count yourself out. Stay in the race, whatever that race is for you, because why, you are your own competition. Stop looking to the left and the right, behind you, your past you. We are always elevating. You are not the same person you were in the teens, your 20s, your 30s. I'm in my 40s now. I am not the same person that I was as a child, preteen, 20-year-old, 30 something year old. Okay. I am constantly evolving. And with that, you're going to have new levels and you're going to have new people and different experiences and that are going to come your way that don't want you to level up, right? So you have to stay equipped with armor to be able to keep moving forward and be able to be strong and resilient. To do that, you're going to have to stay prayed up. You're going to have to be able to put good nutrients in your body. You're going to have to try to stay physically fit. Make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you're around the correct environment. Make sure you are constantly learning, educating yourself so you can be, sharp and you're knowledgeable. Knowledge is power. Don't sit around and, deteriorate your brain with all of these different toxins. And that could be food, things that we are consuming, whether it be, you know, social media, the type of music we listen to, the type of people we hang around. All of those things make us, either stronger or weaker. So choose wisely. And like I was saying, clap for yourself. I've experienced times where, or either I've observed where some people will get you know, raise on a job or, they'll get engaged or married or they graduate or they complete their program that they were doing at school. And they'll start to notice how either their family or friends are starting to either, be real quiet and they're not really celebratory or they're not showing up for their events or their graduations. Or, maybe they hadn't even told them congratulations straight out to their face. And that can be discouraging. People that were on your side, the whole time when you were working on the side of them, or, as y'all were growing together and maybe they fell off, but you continue to go and now they aren't clapping for you or they're side eyeing you because you got the promotion or whatever. Or because you got a new car, or you lost the weight and y'all both were on a fitness journey and they didn't. How you can look at that, and it is discouraging. It could be, hurtful to you, but don't let it discourage you from keep going forward. That doesn't mean that you didn't put in the work and you don't deserve the accolades and the more money, the new car, the new title, or whatever it was that you put in the work for. So, don't shrink down because you notice some people are starting to feel a type of way towards you. That You should look at it as wonderful that you were enlightened on the people that really weren't, on your side. You should be grateful, looking at it as a perspective as, oh, okay, now I can see I need to kind of clear out my circle, or my circle's gonna have to get a little bit smaller, because I notice, I'm the only one clapping for me. And I have these friends or family or whatever that's not, showing love or whatever. So just be grateful for the people that have showed their hands and showed you who they really are, that they truly weren't supporting what it is that you do. Don't look at it as that, what you're doing isn't great. Remember, you did get the promotion, you did finish the program, you did lose the weight. So what it is you're doing is doing something that's good, productive, and it's growing you. So don't let other people or other situations, or roadblocks or stumbles, because when you're at a certain level and you're doing the same thing over and over, it's coming becoming like second nature to you, right? So it's easy. So now that you're going up to the next level, some things are going to be difficult. Don't mean that you slow, stupid, or you don't have the capabilities to do the next job. You need to go and get some more resources, or find some more knowledge, or gain the knowledge by educating yourself on what it is that you need to do now that you're at the new level. Don't, think that you don't deserve it. You did get it, didn't you? So you have the strength, you have the knowledge, you have the leadership, or whatever it is that you did to get to where you are. So don't start self-sabotaging, or, discouraging yourself, thinking you're not equipped, because you are. All right? And I'll see you next week. Bye.